here I'm going to show you 8 simple school supply hacks. Rainbow staples are so easy to make, so I have my cute little stapler here that I got from Staples, which comes with turquoise staples, which I love, but we're going to use whiteout and these neon Sharpies to, I don't know, add some more color, I guess. So I just love the top of the stapler, so that's going to be sort of my inspiration. So you don't have to use your super cute turquoise staples. If you want to buy some just silver ones and spice those up, you can do that. But I'm just going to use these ones just because I have them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat them with whiteout. And the beauty of whiteout is that it's so thick that you really only have to coat it once. And then just make sure that you let it dry enough so that when you go to put your markers on, so once you've whited out everything that you wanted to and you're waiting for it to dry, you can get your markers ready. And here I have some neon Sharpies, which I'm super pumped to use as they're so bright and awesome. So again, wait for that whiteout to completely dry. And here I go making the rainbow staplers. So I'm going to do a very thin strip of each color. It doesn't have to be one strip per staple, but you just want to make sure that it's very narrow. Pop it in your stapler, and that's it, and you have yourself some awesome rainbow staplers. Look how beautiful that looks. Easy hack to the next, and these are my glitter pens. So here I have some Bic pens, which are the best because there's that clear shell. So hopefully you guys have some laying around at home, as these are super popular and common. So I'm going to show you how to do a blue and red one, and honestly you can use whatever glitter you have. That's the beauty of these. So you're just going to take the tip off, and then you're going to want to get yourself some water and some white glue, a dish, and a teeny tiny little syringe. So just squirt a little bit of white glue in that dish and add a little bit of water, just enough so that you can pour it into your pen. So just stir it up, make sure that there's no clumps or anything like that, and then you're going to use your teeny tiny syringe to suck some up and put it in your pen. On to the fun part, which is putting in your glitter. So you want to put a sheet of paper underneath your pen just in case you get a little bit messy, and then you can scoop it up. So you're just going to pour it in, and then just put your finger over the tip and just go back and forth a couple of times. And then all you have to do is wait for this to dry, and that's really important that you do wait, as when you put the pen in, it might scrape the sides. So it looks awesome now, just be patient, wait for it to dry, and then you'll have a totally awesome pen. And now I'm going to do my red pen with a sort of pinky purpley glitter. And the fun part, putting all the glitter in. So again, just be very careful, but if you have that sheet of paper underneath it, it's no big deal. This, I'm going to put lots of glitter in just to make sure that we cover every little bit of the pen. So just going back and forth, and then wait for it, and you'll have another glitter pen. And once you let your pens dry completely, slide the ink part in. If it gets stuck at the top, just push a little bit harder and it'll shove the glitter aside so you can fit your pen in. And you should have 2 totally awesome glitter pens. Heart paper clips are probably the easiest hack you could ever do. So grab yourself some larger paper clips, even though you can use the smaller ones. I love these ones that are colored and have that plastic coating. Super easy. So see how I'm holding the paper clip with the metal piece that stuck out on top, and I fold it in. So if you missed that, just watch it again, and you will create a heart paper clip that you don't really see until you put it on paper. So here I have the metal piece on top, and I'm folding it over top of the rest of the paper clip. And there you go, and you just slide it into your paper, and it looks super cute. If you love having sticky notes for your binder, this hack is for you. So this is all about having your sticky notes at hand. So I have my binder here, and I purchased a lot of these cool little notebooks at Staples, especially these little flap ones. And all we're going to do is we're going to glue them to the inside of this front cover of our binder so that they're always accessible to us. Before you glue them down, try a couple of different variations that you're happy with which way you like them, and then all you have to do is take your glue stick, or even if you want to use a white glue so that it's stronger, and you can just glue it to your binder. And that's all there is to it. And look how cute that looks as well, with all these little papers and colors and everything. And you can be so organized, and you'll know exactly where everything is if you use all these sticky notes. Just another way to put these sticky notes in your binder is to use the back flap. And I fortunately have these little dividers, or I want to say like little pockets in my binder, and I can just sort of slide them in there, and that's another easy way to do it too. Okay, let's put those awesome sticky notes to use. So this is a perfect way to make your own dividers, so you don't need to go out and buy those dividers at Staples or anything like that. So you can just use sticky notes, and the beauty of this is that you can move them around. You can change the page that they're on, and they're just super adaptable. Another way to make your own dividers is to use washi tape. So here I have this super fun glitter tape, and all you have to do is just put it on the page that you would like to label as the beginning of your section or your unit or whatever, and there you have a divider. And again, the good thing about using these sticky notes or tape is that you can easily move them around. And these rolls of washi tape fit perfectly in your binder, so you can just keep them like that for the next time you need them. One of my favorite school supply hacks are these eraser ring pops. So if you have any extra ring pop rings laying around the house, I definitely recommend doing this one. So grab yourself some of this eraser clay, which you can find at Michael's. You can also find some at Chapters. So I'm gonna do a rainbow striped ring pop eraser, and obviously the options are endless in terms of design. I also have a ball mold that I'm going to use, and if you do use a mold, just be careful because it does get stuck pretty good. You can always coat it with oil, which will help it come off, but I also don't really know how the oil would do in the oven, so I don't know about that one. But yeah, use a mold and just, use with caution, as it will probably get stuck a little bit. Have your shape of your ring pop perfect, you're going to grab your ring pop ring, and you want to make a little hole in the eraser to prep it for the oven. So I'm just going to slowly push mine in here, and you obviously want to try not to squeeze your eraser, but just make sure that the hole is obviously perfect so that when it's done out of the oven and everything like that, it's obviously going to still fit. It doesn't take long in the oven, just make sure that you follow the instructions. And here I have my eraser, and I did make two. One of them is the galaxy, and of course the one that I made was the rainbow one. So all you're going to do is take your ring, and you're going to put some glue on it, and then you'll just pop that eraser right on, and then you'll be good to go. Make sure you let it dry prior to using, and then you have yourself a super cool eraser ring pop. And I love how you can just put this on your finger, and it's a really good position for erasing, and it obviously works really well. This next hack is just purely for fun, so if you like to decorate your school supplies, grab that washi tape, and here I'm just showing you how you can do it with a glue stick. And it may seem super simple, but it really does add a lot of fun to potentially boring school supplies, and if there's anything that can make you love school more, I highly recommend trying it. So here I am just decorating this glue stick, and hopefully it adds a little bit more joy and entertainment to your school days. To make your pencils a little bit more interesting, think about using some washi tape, and it's the easiest thing in the whole wide world because you can just put tape right on the pencils. And the good thing about tape is that it's super easy to cut, so you know that when you use your pencil sharpener, it's gonna not interfere with the shaving of the pencil. So I've decorated 3 pencils here, and I just love how they look, and they're quite smooth because of the tape, which I'm loving as well. So again, go ahead, this is super easy, and decorate your pencils. That brings us to the end of this video, so thank you so much for watching the whole thing. I hope you guys learned some simple hacks for your school supplies. Please make sure that you subscribe. We're almost at 100